Hi, welcome to our video on neck and shoulder stretches. I'm Jean, Mountain Valley Therapeutics. I'm an occupational therapist. This is my daughter Caitlin and our model for today. We are going to run through a series of stretches that you can add in with the everyday stretches in a previous video. As I had mentioned in another video, breathing is essential to stretching. If you don't breathe correctly while you're stretching, it really does deprive your muscles and your cells of the oxygen that they need. So with each stretch, there's going to be a deep inhalation and a deep purposeful exhalation at the end range of the stretch, and that will give you an increased range of motion and just make the overall stretching routine more effective. So we're going to run through them quickly. When you do them at home, each stretch should you should be able to do. You should hold it for 3 to 15 seconds, depending on the stretch, and you can do them anywhere from 1 to 3 times. So we'll get started. The first one, we're going to have Caitlin look over her left shoulder and to where she cannot go anymore, which would be the end range. Take a deep breath in, let it out. As she lets it out, that increases the range of motion even more. Another one, deep in, letting it out, increasing the range of motion. Okay, and then the other side, to do the same thing, deep inhalation, exhale, increasing that range of motion. Okay, so you would do that, you can look forward. You can do that, again, 3 to 5 times, or 1 to 3 times, depending on your particular needs and your time. So then, I want you to take your ear to your shoulder. Again, breathing in, out deeply. And then to the other shoulder. In, out deeply. Okay. And then you can put your head up. And then to even get more out of this stretch, I would have Caitlin move, say, to the end of the table. You can do this on a chair. Go ahead and move over here. And then hold on to the bottom of the table in this case, or a chair, and lean your head. And this really gives an increased stretch throughout her neck. Again, breathing in deeply and breathing out. Okay, and then you do the same thing on the other side. Okay, you can come up now. Okay, and then next we would have you drop your head forward. And to add some resistance, you can put your hands on the back of your head, breathing in. As you exhale, increasing that range of motion, she should feel that all the way down her back. Okay? And then looking up to the ceiling. Let go, look up to the ceiling, really getting that stretch down the front of your neck and front of the chest. In, out. Okay. And I'm not a big fan of the head circles because I don't think it's very safe to be compressing the back of your spine here. So what I would recommend is a crescent. So go ahead and drop your head and come to the left and then to the right. And just really dropping that low. Okay, and again. Good. Okay. Okay, the next one would be to bring your head to 45 degrees this way and then look down into that stretch. And again, you can add some more resistance. Okay, and then 45 degrees the other way, looking down, adding some extra resistance if needed. Okay, very good. Okay, so the next stretch, then I would have her bring her arm across her chest like this and holding behind the elbow. You never want to put your hand here because then that's an elbow stretch and not a shoulder stretch. So again, looking over that left shoulder, breathing in, exhaling, really feeling the stretch in that shoulder area. And then the other side. Breathing. Good. And you should never stretch, you can stop to the point of pain. You should feel resistance and then a release after you exhale, but you should never do anything to the point of pain. And again, as I said in a previous video, you don't want to bounce or tug on your body in any way. Okay, so the next one, then I'm going to just have Caitlin stand up with her back to the camera. You're going to pull your arm behind you, and then placing her hand over her elbow, pushing down there. You want your hands to go down between your scapulas as much as possible, breathing. And then you can sit down and do the other side. So you can see that from the front. There you go. And again, it's this kind of motion, and you want to visualize your hand going down between your scapulas. Okay, very good. Okay, so then a stretch out into the front, like this. Okay, and the way Caitlin's holding her hands with one over the other, she's really getting the stretch just in this arm. So you're breathing. See, without reminding, we forget to breathe. And then you're going to switch so you can get a stretch in the other hand. Or I'm sorry, in the other arm up through your shoulder. If you want to do them both at the same time, you can lace your fingers. And then that'll do both. And you really want to release your shoulders and really feel that stretch back in here. Okay, very good. And then the next one, again, I'm sorry, I'm going to have Caitlin stand up again. And you're going to lace your fingers behind your back, pushing down into the floor. And you want to visualize bringing your shoulder blades together. And you're breathing in, out, and as you exhale, you're increasing that stretch and that range of motion. So you wouldn't be pulling up, like show them how not to do it. Yeah, don't do that. That stretches different muscles, just pulling down. And that really opens up the shoulders. Okay, very good. Now with your fingers entwined or laced above your head, pushing up to the ceiling. And again, breathing deeply. Okay. The last one is just going to be a shoulder shrug. So just you can sit, it's fine. So just up, and then as you let it down, exhale. And then up as high as you can. There you go, and then letting it down. And you might get a better range if you put your hands to your side. Up and down. This is a really good one to do throughout the day too, when you, it really gives you an idea of how much stress you're holding in your upper body when you release it, and then you realize, wow, my shoulders really wore up in my ears. So you can do these as part of your morning routine. Any combination of them you can do throughout the day to stretch as well, to help to keep tension from building up in your body. So that concludes our neck and shoulder stretching. Thanks for watching.